Okay, it's official. I cannot keep plans straight. So, today's game slate has been updated. Um, today, this first game, there'll be one game at about between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, somewhere in there. Um, where it'll be, where obviously this first game will be the Falcons and the Bills. Winner of this plays Philadelphia at home, and update the winner of the Texans Tampa game will play Pittsburgh at home. So now we have two games up in the air that we're going to be figuring out. If you want me to squeeze one of these two in, please let me know. So let's go. The Buffs are going to be at home. Today. And the Falcons are going to welcome them in. Atlanta, Buffalo, now. Keep in mind the winner of this game will play Philadelphia in round 2. In the game this morning with Carolina and Seattle, Carolina came in as the underdogs. And in this game, Buffalo is viewed as the underdog. Live from Ralph Wilson Stadium, round 1, the Atlanta Falcons take on the Buffalo Bills. One of the major things the Buffs are going to need to do, stop the scrambling Michael Vick. There you see the teams taking the field. Atlanta is going to kick this one off. Buffalo will be back deep to receive this one. Hope you guys are enjoying a good afternoon. And we'll see you tonight at homecoming. Bills with a short return around that time. Quick stop there, and now we get to see a preview of what the Buffalo offense looks like. First and 10. As you see, number 10 coming up to the line. There's 2 men in the backfield. Hand off to McGahee. Short stop there. Stopped at about the 28. The Falcons are currently definitely seen as the people that are probably coming out with a double-digit win today over Buffalo. And update, there is going to be a game at 3 today, along with the Sunday night game, or the Saturday night game, sorry. McGahee with the handoff, jukes some people, gets definitely a better run that time. Anyways, I forgot to mention this. There will be a game at 3, just like yesterday. There will be a game at probably 6:30, somewhere in there. And that'll clear out and figure out who will play who in round 2. There's a short, big pass, and Buffalo gets the first down. Number 83 with the reception. Buffalo, see their quarterback kneeling down, getting some info, laying out the play. 2 men deep. McGahee looks like he's going to be doing a handoff. Sends a man in motion, breaks through, gets a pretty short but sizable gain in that time. Ball on the 47, number 10. This time, McGahee is the only guy in the backfield. Drops back, throws, caught, incomplete. Third and 5. Bills are going to have to convert here on third as they continue to try to march on down the field against Atlanta. Number 10 drops back, looks for his man, tries to look. He's waiting, throws short to the right, incomplete. This one is a 4th down. Looks like they are in field goal range, though, so we will possibly see the kicking unit out on the field. I lied that we're going to see number 8, the punter, punt this one. And this one should be a returnable kick. Atlanta calls it for a fair catch. And welcome Michael Vick. That dude is a freaking beast. All I can say is he can scramble. Ball is at the 20 because of the touchback. There you see Michael Vick, the scrambling man. He does a handoff straight to the right. Small gain that time. Second down. Small gain by Dunn, which I liked. There you see a shot of the Bills defense. Michael Vick getting radioed what his coach wants the next play to be. 2nd and 8. And it is still a scoreless game. Michael Vick drops back. He's going to scramble. Is off to the races. Sizable gain that time. Third and 4. It should be a small gain. There's a couple guys in the backfield for Michael Vick. He sends a man in motion. He drops back, looks for a man. Looks like he's looking for an open pass. Caught out of bounds. However, neither team so far on their first drives have been able to do anything. So now, here comes the punting unit, number 9. It's a sharp punt. We might see a lot of 3 and outs this afternoon, as it's a quick, basically immediate stop that time. There you see the stats on the screen in terms of first downs. Bills have gotten a first down, while the Falcons were unable to get a first down. Many people this afternoon were pointing to possibly the Falcons winning by double digits. And the Bills is the underdogs. And a short gain for Buffalo. By the way, recap of the games yesterday. The game at 12:30, the Chargers and the Patriots. The Chargers lost 28-10 to New England. Philadelphia and Green Bay was decided by basically 3 points, as Buffalo gets another first down that time. And obviously the game in the evening with the Broncos and Steelers. The Steelers won in advance. And FYI, the winner of the Houston and Tampa game will play the Steelers at home. Number 10 drops back, looks and sacked, waited way too long. His O-line, looks like Buffalo's O-line just didn't even bother there, trying to protect their quarterback and protect their man. 2nd and 14, so that was a fairly sizable loss by number 10. He's got 2 men, sends 1 in motion, 2 men in the backfield. A handoff to McGahee, and no gain. Virtually no gain that time. And 3rd and long, if I were the quarterback of the 10, I'd definitely pass this one. And it looks like he's going to do just that. Runs, sacked for the 4th. We knew from the beginning that this definitely has been going to be a defensive battle. And we all know that the O-line for Buffalo really has got to protect their quarterback better, because they just let 2 sacks go right there. 2 free sacks. As Mormon with his 2nd punt of the game. And it's a 4th and 22. Kicks it off. Looks like this one is a returnable catch. About 25 hurdles out of bounds. As I see Michael Vick and the rest of the Falcons huddling up. 1st and 10. Buffalo defense shifting their line. Drops back, hands off to the races. Decent gain. Not the first down they needed. As 2nd and 5. 42 seconds left in the quarter. Both teams are scoreless. Vick with the handoff. He's stuck. He tries to break through the mosh pit, gets the first down. Wow. Yeah, he was caught right there, and he definitely played his blockers to his advantage that time, which is what you need to keep moving that ball down the field. And the ball is about shortly past midfield. Another handoff. No D-line. Gets another first down for Atlanta. Atlanta saw a hole right in between between Buffalo's own D-line, and off to the races went number 20 or 28. That is the end of the first quarter. It is a scoreless game so far. Falcons, Bills, zip. Teams are getting ready for the second quarter. Michael Vick talking things over with his team. Definitely a pretty big gain last play by the Falcons. And he's doing it again. Tries to break through. Short gain. In terms of offensive production, the Falcons have definitely picked it up in the past quarter. 2nd and 6. The boys got to step it up. Vick shifts his man. 2nd and 7. Buffalo adjusts accordingly. Does the handoff. Off to the races. First down. 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. Atlanta draws first blood finally. Atlanta drew first blood. You see the replay, and he uses his blockers to his advantage, and off to the races he went. Here we go for the extra point. 27-yard touchdown run. Looks like number 2 will be holding this one. Kick is up. 7-0 Atlanta. In terms of road teams yesterday, they've been pretty good. 2 for 3. 3 on wins. The Eagles doing that late game thriller against Green Bay, and Pittsburgh just having a better game than the Broncos. So Atlanta getting ready for the kickoff. And obviously this morning with the Panthers and Seahawks. Gets ready, kicks it up. From the 12-yard line, tries to break through, brings it to about the 30, so it's probably an 18-yard line. And number 10 drops back, looks for the man, throws, short, caught. He definitely threw it away. He threw it away and it was caught, but the defenders were right on him. Second and 2. And the Falcons have definitely had better rushing yards. They can't seem to pass. That's just the way Michael Vick is. Buffalo gets the first down and then some. As you see, first down, Buffalo. They're just a little past the logo. Drops back, hands it off, uses his blockers, short gain. And 2nd and 8. Another handoff. And another stop. The defense is, I think the defense is starting to figure out what Buffalo is doing because number 10 keeps handing it off to McGahee every time. And that'll only get you so far. Ball in the 36. Number 10 drops back, looks for a man. Throws deep. Almost picked off. 4th down. However, it looks like Buffalo is in field goal range. However, this one is a long one. Oh, no, it's a punt. And Mormon kicks it up. And this one is a coffin kick, so this means the Falcons are going to be deep in their territory. And I mean really deep. Ball was spotted way deep at the 7, which basically screams, I'm going to get a safety. Michael Vick just needs to use a little bit of that cannon arm and do less of his running plays that he does. And hands it off, gets through, gets shortish gain, give or take. And you see the offensive yards. The Falcons obviously definitely like running the ball. It's because Michael Vick likes to run. Dude was a beast on Madden 2004 back in the day, and it's caught. Off to the races, 40. You got the first down and then some. Great play by the Falcons. 1st and 10. Ball at the approximately 40. I'm just going to approximate this. Drops back, does another handoff, uses his blockers to his advantage. Short gain by number 28. Second and 6. The Falcons have 6 yards to get the first, and they're going to another running play. We have 2 quarterbacks that just flat out like running. God knows why. And only seem to do running plays. And the D on both teams seems to figure it out every time. Buffalo seem to figure it out so far in this half when Atlanta has the ball, and Buffalo and Atlanta's been a lot more aggressive with Buffalo when they've had the ball. Third and 5. This is an opportunity for Atlanta to convert here on 3rd, or at least try to. And he drops back, looks at the play, get in the pocket, throws short, 1st down, and stopped approximately at the 48. Definitely brought down there. Air number 84 with the reception. Throws way deep. Caught. Oh, almost caught. Almost caught. So, second down, 2nd and 10 here with the Falcons. And by the way, while we're here, I want to give a shout out to the PRA Miners for winning the homecoming game last night. I unfortunately wasn't there, but I heard the news a little after 9. And anyways, back to this game, professional football, something actually people know about. Falcons are up 7-0 against Buffalo. So far, it's been definitely a lot more of a defensive battle than Carolina and Seattle, or even yesterday with Pittsburgh and Denver. Vick drops back in the shotgun, and he throws short, 4th down. Looks like they are getting ready to get the special teams out here. Unclear if this one's going to be a punt. And this is Conan's second punt of the game. His longest one he's done is a 40-yarder. And the kick is up. Way to the left. Wow. So out of bounds, they're going to spot it at approximately the 3rd, 25, 30, somewhere in that range. Buffalo may be down at the moment, but they are not out. Between, be that as it may. Buffalo looks, waits too long in the pocket, throws way deep, and it's almost picked off. He looks like he was trying to throw into his receiver, which was in some pretty heavy coverage. From where I was looking at it, he was in some hefty coverage. 2nd and 10. Number 10 drops back. Looks like he's going to try to put some points on the board here. Goes deep. Caught. 1st down. So there's a penalty by the Falcons by their free safety. Buffalo accepts it. And now they're up in the 36, which bumps the ball even further. Blessing in disguise for the Bills? I think so. Because last time a bird team played, which was actually this morning, a team like this that's a complete mess, in my opinion, as Buffalo called a timeout, is Robert Royal has a chest injury on the play. We'll hear some words shortly. Anyways, what I was talking about earlier, this morning with Carolina and Seattle, Carolina was a mess before John Fox came along. And Seattle was definitely seen as the upper hand. Same here. Buffalo's a mess and the underdog. And Atlanta is favored by double digits, just like the Patriots were yesterday, as Buffalo calls another timeout with a minute left in the half. By the way, an update, there's going to be two more games after this. There will be the game with the Raiders and Titans. And there'll also, later on after this, then obviously the game with the Rams and the Ravens being marketed as the big nighttime game. Finally, there's the field goal unit is on the field, 52 yards. Number 9 gets ready to kick. Kick is up, and it is short. The Falcons are still holding on to a 7-0 lead. Yeah, it was way short. I don't think he got his foot on that one. As it's a turnover on downs, which means Atlanta's going to start approximately where the ball was spotted last time after the field goal. Michael Vick with a man to his right, goes into the pocket, waits, throws, short, picked off. First pick of the entire tournament. Michael Vick is obviously not happy at all. Watch this. You see number 59 showed some great awareness right here almost was looked like Vick got confused and thought the guy in front of his receiver didn't have anybody there. Blessing in disguise for Buffalo, and it looks like Atlanta's definitely going to bring the blitz. Number 10 drops back, tries to look for his man, throws short, incomplete. There are 44 seconds left in the half. Holcomb, 3 completions, 8 attempts today. Average day in Buffalo for him. Waits in the pocket, O-line trying to block, sacked, and incomplete. Yeah, number 10 got drilled right there because every time I've seen him, he's always laid down like this, like his arms, like he got paralyzed or hit by a car. Holcomb talking things over with his team and his O-line. Bills have been terrible on third down. As you look at the third down conversion stats today, Buffalo looking at the line, doesn't like what he sees, drops back, looks, throws short, first down, and then some. No huddle offense. Drops back, looks, throws way to the left, and it's caught with 20 seconds. That was just short of the first, by the way. Second and inches. 10 seconds left in the half. Caught, incomplete. You can tell every time. I think the Falcons are pretty upset with that pick, so their D is really bringing the stops on Buffalo, which is what they're supposed to do. Another third down situation for Buffalo. They are in great position. They have 2 men behind in the backfield. And he drops back, looks for a pass, throws. Incomplete, fourth down. They are in field goal range. And you know what that means? Buffalo's finally going to get on the board. 37 yards should be an easy one to make. Kick is up. And it's good. 7-3 Atlanta. Kelly Holcomb was the sprint key player of the drive. Sprint together with Nextel. Buffalo ready to kick this one off with 2 seconds left. And ready to kick this one off. Kick is up. And it is fielded. And stopped short at approximately the 30. And at the end of the half, the score is the Falcons 7, the Bills 3. There you see the halftime stats, and if you look at the yards, the Falcons should be way ahead of Buffalo at this point. But they've let them hold on. And this one is returnable. Atlanta with the kick. And definitely a bit of a better kick than last time. And you see they're in the huddle. And Michael Vick up to the line. And again, like I talked about at the start of the half, the Falcons should be way ahead, and the Bills should be just way behind, trying to fight to keep up. Hands off, looks at an open man. Off to the races. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. No flags. .69-yard touchdown run. Time by. Kick is up. And it is good. Warwick Dunn, who's the sprint key player of the drive. Sprint together with Nextel. Atlanta getting ready to kick this one off. Stuff like this is what Atlanta needs to put together a good drive. From the 11, Luke uses his blockers, off to the races, stiff arms a guy, gets brought down at the 30. Kelly Holcombs, as you look at his drive stats, he's definitely been, I guess he's been an average Buffalo quarterback. Falcons shift their D-line as Buffalo tried putting a man in motion. That obviously didn't work. And this one is caught, pushed back for a small gain. And oh, by the way, 2nd down and 6. Drops back, hands off to McGahee. Caught, brought down at the 1st. Third and inches. Easy opportunity to get the 1st here. Hands off to McGahee. 1st down, and then some. First and 10. And that's a short gain there. Hartwell has been definitely the king of stopping runs. Right there. 2nd and 10. One man in motion. Falcons adjust accordingly. Another handoff to... Wow! They were on McGahee hard right there. Kearney with his 4th tackle of the game. 1 sack. No interceptions. He definitely knows how to stop offenses. And got the offensive wrecking crew over here. 3rd down efficiency. Number 10 drops back, looks, tries to find a man, and it is brought down short of the 1st. Moorman getting ready to punt this one. 4th and 2. Falcons back to return. This one should be a short one. And it's a fair catch. And it probably wouldn't have mattered anyway because touchback. Touchback.exe. Wow, the ball is deep in their territory here, so Atlanta's going to have to be really careful they don't get a safety. They're going to have to really be careful. Drops back. And that's why he did the handoff, minimal gain. Bills brought the stone wall. Second and 10. The ball's on the 4. Hopefully Vick knows. And looks like Vick's going to try to pass. He's going to have to let it go quick. Otherwise,
Boom, safety. And another run. Got out of their own territory. Keep in mind, the winner of this game will play the Eagles at home. Ball on the 8-yard line, so 3rd and 6. Vick drops back, looks, and it is 4th down, brought down almost in his own territory. That was dangerous. Fourth and 13. Number 9. Punting this one. There goes Buffalo back in their own territory. Ready to return. Kicks it. And out of bounds. And, bit of a couple players going at it there. And some words. And that's a turnover. This means the Buffalo is going to be starting in Atlanta's territory. First and 10. Handoff to McGahee. Breaks through. Off to the races. 20. And gets the first down. Drops back, looks, throws, caught, and then some for the first down. Michael Boley with an elbow injury on the play. Looks like he's going quickly to the sidelines. And Buffalo's definitely bringing the offense in the second half. They are viewed as the underdogs. They are down by 11 compared to the Falcons. And keep in mind, whoever wins this will play Philadelphia, as there's a quick stop there. That's Kearney's 5th tackle today. Michael Boley will return. He bruised his elbow on the play. Number 10. Shifts the man, drops, looks, throws, and it's out of bounds.
Got in some hefty coverage right there. Safe to say the least. Boley back in the game after his brief injury. 3rd and goal. Holcomb waits, throws, almost picked off. Now another field goal for Buffalo. Lindell going to make another field goal. There you see his career stats at Buffalo. This is a 24-yarder. This is the second one he's made. He's been 2 for 3 today. And kick is good. So now it's 14-6. Willis McGahee. He was a decent running back for the Broncos. He is the Sprint Key Player of the Drive presented by Sprint together with Nextel. Buffalo getting ready for the kickoff. Gets a signal. 27 seconds in the quarter. Throws it. Kicks it. And deep from their territory. Breaks a guy. And the handoff. Keep in mind, immediately at the conclusion of this game, so at approximately 3:30, you'll see coverage of the Titans and Raiders game from Oakland Raiders Stadium. Hands off. And it's a fumble on the play. Everyone's scrambling. It looks like Atlanta recovered. And the tail of the tape, in terms of our running backs, Atlanta's gotten more yards, but they've ran in less plays versus more plays and less yards on Buffalo and McGahee. 2nd and 4, 6 seconds. And Vick is going to let the clock run out. 14, by the way, the score is 14-6. Atlanta is on top. As you see, conditions are starting to change. Second and 4. Bills are in a 4-3. And let's go EA Sports sound of the game. Third and 4. Michael Vick, 2 completions, 8 attempts, and 1 interception. And, for a quarterback that's been having a pretty solid game, he's second-guessed a lot of throws he's made so far, which is not something a quarterback with so much veteran experience like Vick is typically known for. He's definitely had him and HOCO have had a run-oriented game so far today. Falcons couldn't do anything on that drive, and they're getting ready for the punt. And it's kicked way to the side. Wow. Out of bounds punt there, so Buffalo is going to be pretty at the 39-yard line. HOCO sends a man, shifts. Falcons adjust accordingly with matchups. McGahee runs, and short but solid gain. Michael Bully is definitely the player of the game, coming back from a brief injury with a bruised shoulder and coming back the way he has today. Offensive production's been getting a lot more closer, as that's almost a pick. It almost looked like he spiked it, like, in volleyball. It's like the ball was coming his way, and he just got up and just slammed it on the ground. There you see the third down efficiency. Falcons have been terrible on third down. Bills haven't fared much better, but at least they've gotten conversions out of this. And there's another opportunity for them to do just that. Buffalo looks, throws left, and it's caught for the first down. Make that 4 conversions in 9 attempts. There you see Holcomb getting info from the Bills. Looks like either head coach or offensive coordinator. There's final 4-10 minutes. Hands it to McGahee. He could have just cut left away from all those defenders to get some yards. I have no idea why he cut straight up the middle. Second and 9, so that's a really minimal gain. And definitely a much better run that time by Willis as we wait. And the offense is discussing how to do a comeback. Holcomb, still better than the current build. This is that moment when you realize the 2006 Bills are way more organized than the Bills this year, is that's another near pick that Atlanta could have had. 4th down. Looks like they're getting ready to possibly go for the punt or the field goal. 4th and 5. This is the 5th punt by Moorman today. Kicks it. Atlanta calls for a fair catch. The guy spun around like a ballerina for some dumb reason. And now the Falcons are going to set up shop at the 20.
If you're Atlanta, what do? Because a win is definitely in the question. Atlanta was favored pretty heavily over Buffalo today at the beginning of this game. But at the same time, if you screw up, throw another pick or another sack or another fumble, and Buffalo picks it up, you suddenly start being pressured pretty heavily. Ball is on the 21, minimal gain by the Falcons. And Vick, seeing his matchups, Buffalo trying to get the defense, trying to get the crowd hyped up to get inside Vick's head. They're waiting, letting the clock run out, looks like. And handoff to Dunn. Decent gain. It's like 3rd and maybe 5 or 4 or 5, maybe. Leaning towards 5. 4. Yep, 3rd and 5. So now, if you look at the stats, the Falcons have just been terrible on 3rd down. This is definitely not the Michael Vick we're used to, because he's used to either A, sprinting down the field like he did in Madden 2004, or passing. I promise it doesn't kill you to pass, Michael Vick. Waiting for the clock to run out, getting close to the 2-minute warning here. Hands off to Dunn. Dunn uses a blocker. Gets the first. 2-minute warning. They may be down, but a slight interception or a fumble can easily, as a matter of fact, it will change the outcome of this game. Offensive production today, 26v40 plays for Atlanta. Falcons have just been straight up more efficient. Hands it to the running back. Stiffs arms a guy and gets trucked by another. Buffalo calls a timeout here with 1:56 left in the game. And again, just a reminder, after this game, you can see coverage of the Titans and Raiders game from Network Associates Coliseum down in Oakland, California. I mean, only 90s kids are going to remember the Oakland Raiders, considering they're now the Los Angeles and pretty soon the Nevada Raiders, as Michael Vick sprints through for the first. Bills call their second timeout. They have one more after this. Ball on the 29. I think Vick is just trying to run the clock out. Hands it to Dunn and is stopped short. I mean, I promise you can pass. I know you fought dogs. I know you can pass. Or you had a dog fighting thing. 2nd and 10. Michael Vick steps up to the line. Bills are bringing the blitz as heavy and as often as possible. Done with the handoff. 1st down. Keep in mind the winner of this game will be playing Philadelphia, and barring any major disasters, Atlanta is going to be moving on to play Philadelphia. Not sure if it's either on the road or at home. Down at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Minute 10 left in the quarter. The Bills, a comeback here might be out of reach for Buffalo, as Michael Vick uses his block, hands it off, uses his blockers, scrambles, and that's a loss. And the Bills call their last timeout. That is their final. 56 seconds left. William Dunn is the Snickers player of the game. 2 touchdowns, 1 catch for 25 yards. Michael Vick takes the knee, 4th down. And it's unclear to see what they're going to do. It looks like they might punt this. And, oh yeah, they are. Wow, they're punting that way deep. 4th and 14. And Buffalo is going to try to block this as much as possible. Possibly. Falcons are going to keep their hopes alive. And as I have on this bracket, I have Atlanta moving on. And I feared they'd probably bring the double-digit pain. As 18 seconds. Kick is up. Buffalo's going to have to make something happen here and convert on 2, which they do not, as they're going to do a touchback. Buffalo's going to have to throw a huge Hail Mary. They're going to have to pull an Aaron Rodgers if they want to, and hopefully, if they have time, convert on 2 and tie this up to send this game into overtime. Falcons bring the blitz. No men in the outfield. 11 seconds. Number 10 looks, and it is. He waits, throws deep, and there's a penalty for Atlanta. 4 seconds left. This brings them closer and doesn't make the possibility of a Hail Mary so deep. Number 10, using his, he's waiting the clock. Clock is at 2, 1, no time left. And it is batted away. Atlanta's going to move on to Philadelphia. Final score in this one, Atlanta Falcons 14, Buffalo Bills 6. Bills are going home. And if this was the double elimination tournament, Bills go straight to the loser bracket. There you see the 2 coaches shaking hands after what was a good effort by the Bills. Just the Falcons definitely brought the blitz. Final score,
The Dirty Birds, 14. The Bills, Big Buffalo Bill, 6. Steve Largent was a legend. Enough said. Anyways, so, let's say this earlier. That's... Go ahead and save that and show off the next game. So we know the second game of round 2. So the Falcons and Eagles. The Eagles are going to be at home. Falcons on the road again. The winner of this moves on to play at home. So just a reminder, Titans and Raiders, Rams and Ravens, if there's time. That is going to be marketed as the big primetime game. Actually, change of plans. The Ravens and Rams are going to be coming up after the Falcons and Bills to move on. And then the big primetime game, since I'm going to take advantage of the whole West Coast get-up, Raiders and Titans. And you want to know what my predictions are for these 2 games? The Ravens are going to move on. And between these 2, considering the Raiders were not coached by John Gruden in 2006, and John Gruden single-handedly didn't kill an entire franchise, the Raiders are going to move on to play Baltimore. And my prediction here, even though this is kind of like pitting Starcom Racing and NASCAR against a team like, say, Hendrick right now, I'd probably have my money on Tampa moving on as you look at the matchup. But crazier things have happened. I mean, look yesterday. I had my money on the Broncos winning, and the Steelers did the upset. And I had my money on Green Bay winning, but Philadelphia pulled the upset. So, again, after the coverage of this game, Rams and Ravens coming up. And then tonight, the Raiders and the Titans.